and then I'll get the little tab. Just post yes. Take it away, sir.
Okay, well, there we go. I guess although this is meeting number 2 officially, because we had a breakaway meeting at the AGM. This is actually our first official big meeting. So welcome to everybody that's here. I wish we had some more people, but we got quality here, if not quantity. So anyway, Wesley, I heard you giggle there. Are you on there with your iPhone?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
there we go. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, so take a look here. So Carol is no longer working with the Tongren, or is she? Steve, do you know? Hello?
I turned myself off.
Okay. Yeah, so is Carol no longer doing the Tongren, or?
She is doing it in transition, but right now she's also looking after the follow-up on the collection of the old Tongrens and
Right.
making sure that they're all
Okay.
recorded or.
All right. Well, let's get on with this. Has everybody had a chance to look at the previous minutes?
Yes.
Yep, same here. I got them.
You got them? So just scan over them. Do they look okay for you, or what? Any objections to that?
Nope.
Okay, does anybody make a motion to accept the minutes?
Sure.
Okay, we got Bob's voice popped up there first, and then I heard Wesley. Wesley, you want to second that, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, accepted. Previous minutes are accepted. Old ongoing business. Stephen offered link references for the CTF to Denise, Bob, Wesley. That will be done in an email after this meeting. So did we get that out there? Steve?
Sent them.
Hold on. Denise Safranka Hosking?
Yeah.
Okay. So this name popped up because that's one of the people who has renewed their membership, and that showed up to me on PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so it says Steve offered to link references to the CTF to Denise, Bob, and Wesley. So Wesley, did you get a reference for a CTF to link
No.
on it? Huh?
It's not. No. Not an
No?
email. No.
Sent.
Steve?
In my memory, I sent a collection of documents about the roles in CTF.
Uh-huh.
And if you didn't get anything, just let me know and I'll make sure that I resend that.
Okay. Resend it to me, please.
All right.
That's Wesley, okay.
You.
Bob, did you get it?
I got mine, yeah.
Okay, and Denise isn't here right now, so we don't know. Okay. And because Wesley and Denise are new to us here, it might be a wise idea to double check anything that you're sending out to our board. Okay. For reports, treasury reports.
There we are. So we're sitting at $2,322 in the TD and $731 in the PayPal for a net $3,053. So I don't believe Wild Apricot is rolling out and sending payment notifications anymore.
No, they sent out a notification. I got one anyway, and it said, your payment is due. You still have a website, but there's limits to what you can do, right?
Yes.
And that's fine right now. We still have a website.
Yeah.
That's good. But it's limited. It's the free version. And limited's okay while we're doing a transition over to something else. We'll get to that in a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But does anybody want to
But
accept?
for actually, okay.
Go ahead,
So
go
for
ahead,
actually, yeah. For getting people to send their messages, I've went through the list of our contacts and collected all the people that we still need payments for in late June and July.
Okay, good.
So Steve, I guess I'll be working with you on what sort of email we should be sending out to people to say, hey, your time for renewal is up, and could you please pay us through PayPal or Interac e-transfer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
whatever, I would ask everybody, whatever emails you're going to be sending out to the membership on any level, please CC me on that so I can have a look at it. So everybody can do a double check on things
Okay.
before it's sent out. I do this with my own stuff with my wife because it's always better to have somebody else look over what you've written and everything and you're ready to send out, because sometimes you can make the simplest mistake and miss it, right? So
Mhm.
if you do that, I'd really appreciate that. It's not mandatory, but I would appreciate it, and it would really help. So that's the Treasury report. We look like we're in good shape.
Yes, we are.
All right, we're going to move on with the membership. We'll move to accept these reports at the end of the reports, okay? Or if there's any objections on any of them as we go along. Membership report, Steve.
Well, as far as I can tell, there's still about 65 members, but we've had a renewal by Patricia Beretta as well.
That's good.
Denise is renewed. See, without the website online, I don't get notices of that, but I do get questions about paying. Yes, Danny?
About to say, so I do have notes of who's renewed. So also Denise and also Helene Dabrowski, our Yukon member, have renewed.
That's good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's really good. That's good to know.
Mhm. And then, so I saved our old database as like a spreadsheet, which I have on my Google account.
Good.
I have written down the numbers of all the lines of contacts we need to email to ask for payments in July. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Well done.
That's really good.
It's nice to have somebody who hasn't absorbed technology that well. Maybe Bob can address this too if we go, because
Mhm.
he probably knows more than, well, I know he knows more than me.
Excellent. Okay, well, that's the membership report done. Now the Tongren blog. Bob, what do you got on there?
Well, I'm this close to finishing the index. Got 4 more issues to do. I've been in contact with Carol after the AGM,
Yeah,
and she says she's okay with continuing to do the online blog and
that's good.
until I get up to
Mhm.
speed.
Good. But you will eventually be taking that over, right? Is that right?
Maybe. Yeah, could be. I'll have to talk to Carol and see what her plans are.
Good. Because I know
She mentioned somebody else that was taking care of the Facebook page and something else.
That may be, which I haven't done.
Mhm.
Did you say that's you, Steve?
I was going to stay in touch with it, but this past month has been a bit busy. I'll have to remind myself.
We'll talk later. Maybe I can help out with that myself.
All right.
That might be something that my wife can help with. She's pretty skilled in that stuff. Anyway, we'll talk about that afterward. But anyway, thanks for the update on the Tongren. At least we know that Carol is holding Bob's hand and guiding him through it. So that's it. As Steve is doing with me, So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's a little odd as we make the transition, but we'll get there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Going on.
I'm
Go
still
ahead.
missing a few issues, but
Uh-huh.
I think Carol was going to check Steve's submissions. Steve Higgins gave her a whole bunch of Tongrens to
Right.
look at.
And I would ask again, I don't know, maybe we could send out a mass email to all the membership and encourage people to write little articles for the blogs. I think that's really important. Wesley, were you going to say something?
No, 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 sorry.
But I think that's really important to keep current with the blogging and put new stuff on there with the blogging. And if we're sending out any kind of letter, I think it's important to mention the words, Tai Chi, and because frequently, and whatever you're putting in there, pushing hands or whatever, to kind of highlight those things so that once they get onto the blog, it draws people attention to it. And it's good to have new stuff all the time. Problem is, we get the same one or two people adding to the blog, and it gets in the public eye. It's, no matter how good it is, it gets boring. People like to have refreshed stuff and new input. And I think some people figure, well, because I'm not on the board, I can't write something for the blog, Excuse me. Or somebody may say, well, I've only been in Tai Chi for 3 years. Well, maybe you got something to add there, maybe some new people got something to add. Well, what's it feel like after going from non-Tai Chi into the learned ones, So everybody's got something to add. Everybody's got something good.
Yeah.
And so I think it might be a good idea to send out an email encouraging the membership. So if we did that, who would take the responsibility of contacting the people? I think that would be Steve, right?
Yes, as secretary.
Okay. And as
Steve, but it's good for you to know that I have set up a MailChimp list. So I do have a new email blast service up instead of Wild
lovely.
Apricot. Yeah.
Great. And that's on Wild Apricot?
That's on MailChimp.
On MailChimp. Okay.
Yeah. I've set up a MailChimp list of all our active contacts.
Okay, well, now that we got the little talk about the blog and updated with our information there so far, we'll move on to the next item, which you're already touching on, and that is website.
Sorry, I tend to crawl into other things as I need to make sure. Yeah.
So this is the biggie. All right. Dan, you received my information, I presume, about
Going
Wix.
ahead and working on Wix. Yeah.
Good. I talked to Dan, guys. I talked to Danny about this, and I said, I appreciate the input we got from that girl from the States. What's her name?
DJ Rhodes.
Pardon?
DJ Rhodes.
Yeah. And I appreciated her input, but it's like somebody from Microsoft trying to speak to a layperson on how to use email. All right. They'll get into all the technical stuff they know. And to another person working in Microsoft, it's great. Yeah, I understand everything you're talking about in your bits and dats, whatever. But because she's so learned in her area, it becomes a little complicated. And I don't think she understands, at least from my point of view, that I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it bright. I want to keep it attractive. I want to reach as many people as possible, but I would like to keep it simple. What do you guys think?
I absolutely agree. That is just the way attention span works when people browse websites nowadays. No one's going for a file system of information anymore.
Exactly. And if we can have a website that simply says, go to this link for this, you want to see Tai Chi Bong or Tai Chi ruler demonstration, a short seminar or a short video on this, go to this link, click here, right? And we can do that with Wix. That we can do, all right? We can put pictures up and we can refresh those pictures or take them off. And you got enough control on the thing, that it's not complicated to handle. I want it easier. We'd like it easy for Danny to handle. And,
Thank you.
Well, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, if you're looking to help someone do something, think of it as preparing it for you to do. How would you like that? Would you like it complicated or would you like it easy to do? All right. And then that's how we'll handle each other, I think, anyway, moving forward. So let's go ahead with this Wix thing. If that doesn't work, we can change it in the future. We're not locked into something, but we'll at least keep the same, what do you call it? The word you use for hooking in. What do you call that?
The URL to log in.
Yeah. I'm having a brain
Yeah.
fart for a minute here.
Yeah, like when you type in the web address, so there's the Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation.
Yeah.
Okay, so we own that with GoDaddy, which is still fully pulled off.
Wonderful.
Now
Then
has
we'll
no-
keep that. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, that's
we
ours.
can apply that to any website we want to come up,
Mhm.
and we can apply that to our Facebook page too. Here's the link to our web page. Bah, there it is. There's the URL, and I think that's really good. My wife and I, we use Wix for our own wedding business, and people are getting in touch with me through the page. So, and I'm really, my business is really small, so I'd like to attract as many people as possible. So, what I think we can do, Danny, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we can still use like hashtag stuff on the Facebook that can lead people to our webpage.
We can.
Yeah. So we can do that.
I don't use Facebook, and I'm not volunteering to take over it right now.
All right. I'm just saying that you can still do that. And so we've got to get somebody that's
all our
gonna
old links will
the
still
page.
work.
Huh?
All our links that still say the Canadian Tai Chi Federation will work the same, because I'll just have a new site under that address.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay. So that's our report on the website and media.
I do
how are you
actually have a couple things I need to go through still.
Good. Please do.
Okay. So our database of pictures we're going to use for our site.
Right.
Steve, you were setting up a group Google Drive for us. That's right. You've set one up?
You got your microphone off, Steve?
Okay.
Very observant today. Yes. It is. I sent an email out a while ago about how to reach it, because it's open to the board.
Open to the board. And is Carol still allowed to use it? Because Carol has most of the images I want to have it uploaded and used.
Access as well. So what I would suggest,
Perfect.
I can't pull it out of my brain right now,
Okay.
but it is on Google Drive listed as CTF. There might be a date with it or a year or something, but you can get in very easily. Again, that's included in that email, and I'll have to find that and resend it. That anything can be loaded up there.
And on that Google Drive, have you just got yourself as administrator, or have you added me onto that?
I can't remember. I might be the administrator, but
Would you check and see? Because you can have a co-administrator, and I'd like to have my name on there just as a safety measure in case you, God forbid, ever decided to go to Venezuela for a year or something like that. Or your summer cold became worse, God forbid. So, all right.
Or Costa Rica.
There you go.
It's flooding there now. The town near my mom's place, they've evacuated it from flooding.
There, right? No
Yeah.
COVID though. No COVID, right?
Oh, there's plenty of COVID. I'm happy to be back and have my first shot finally.
Yeah. Oh, you finally got it.
Yeah, finally got the first.
Oh, wow. I think I'm up to number 9. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse me.
It's not a competition.
Anything else
guys.
to add there concerning the website and media and things there, Danny?
One last thing.
Sure.
You know how we like to have like a headshot and a short description of our board members up on the site?
Right.
I will need a headshot for our new members and how long you've been doing Tai Chi, what style, and I think that'll be enough blurb text for this version of the website.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll have to send a note out to people regarding that. And considering that you are our media man, Either you could forward something to me and have me send it out personally as the president, or you could send it out yourself with approval of something that you've designed.
Okay.
What would you prefer to do?
I think that would be good if he made the contact.
Yeah, I think so too. I like people to get to know our board people and the different departments. I think that's important.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've been
how about-
happy if I had someone actually message in saying that they'd like to update their school listing.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's nice to actually have that contact from the members in here. This is something important they want focused on.
all right. Yeah, there we go. Update.
Jill Heath was in the loop on that email. They emailed Jill Heath and then she redirected it to me.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Here we are.
Okay, so if you could draw up a note to send out to us board members and for the new ones to send in their
Mhm.
pictures to update your information. All of us look on there and update it. I know mine, I got a bunch of stuff that really is old and it needs to be changed.
I have,
And
You still have the highest quality photo up there, though. So
Oh,
I'm good for a
thank
headshot.
you.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, and that's the other thing too, in asking a person for a photo of themselves, to make sure that the most important thing is your face. I mean, it's nice to
Mhm.
see you doing a pose and everything, but we got to see your face, which is nice
Mhm.
too. You know, we got to know who we're throwing darts in. So anyway, so update information, email, and to Wesley and to Denise, because they're
Mhm.
new on the board and we haven't got anything on them, for them to send a picture
Yeah.
into, right? And
Mhm.
what size would you like it?
Good question.
Is it around 600 enough, 640 or something like that? Or do you want to go
Uh,
up to 800? What do you want?
This is for the website or the?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for the website. It's just I'm used to people taking a picture on a modern phone and it's more than you'll ever need. So I don't
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah. Okay. Does 800 pixels tall sound like a good standard?
That's really clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the sort of thing that'll get saved down to my hard drive and will get brought up
Yeah.
whenever we're applying it from scratch again.
Okay. Well, when somebody sends it in, it's just too big, just shrink it down a bit. That's all. And
Oh yeah, and I'll shrink it down when it's up on the website, but the backup. So I have.
I mean, even for the backup, shrink it down. It won't take that much space on your own
Mhm.
drive. I think that's important.
Yeah.
You know, especially on a Google Drive, you don't want somebody sending in 1 or 2 gigabyte pictures. You know,
Yes, that would be
make it
huge.
smaller. You know,
Mhm.
it's better. Okay, so if we can ask for that, and again, like you said, ask for what their Tai Chi experience is, and please assure them you're not applying for instructor status, so you don't have to impress people. We just want to know
Yeah.
how long you've been doing Tai Chi, what style, and how much you enjoyed it, right?
Mhm.
And where you plan to go. So there you go. That's good. Okay, well, that's about it for the website and media. We got membership.
Now I can shut up.
Are you done there, Denny? Or
I said, now I can shut up. Now I'm good.
Now
to
you can
go.
shut up. Well,
thank you, Dan.
I would say here, Dan, I'd say, now I'm finished. All right, because we don't want you to shut up. We like your information. All right. Okay, well, we've talked about the treasury. We had our treasury report, membership report, Tonga report, website report. Who would like to make a motion to accept these reports?
First, Facebook
Steve, who
has,
would like to second it? What, Steve? What?
first, Facebook still has over 200 followers, but only 14 who seem to be connected. So it needs to be more updated and definitely links provided. So
Let me write that down.
Mhm.
Okay, Facebook.
we'll get that going.
Who's administrator for Facebook? Do you know?
Carol has been, but I'm going to be taking it on.
You're taking that on, Steve?
It looks like it.
Okay, because There you go. So what were you saying there when you addressed that?
Need to put new information on it and
Okay, all right.
those links.
Update Facebook. Okay, and anybody can send you some information and then you can look at it and decide to put it up or not, right?
We can
All right,
move to acceptance of the reports.
okay, Steve moves. Who wants to second? Hello?
I'd like to second.
Danny seconds. Are you still with us, Wesley?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay, all
Never
right,
left.
all right. Okay, Danny seconds. All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
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 All right, good, good. Okay, it's accepted, removed.
Of course, there is none.
There's more?
I said, any resistance? Of course.
Any resistance? Well, I don't want to hear the resistance. You outvoted.
None. No resistance.
New business. All right.
You had something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And was that the update of,
Let's see where we are here. Trying to find where I put it here. You don't have that email there, do you? Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Steve for doing the Zoom meetings right now. You know, we may change it down the road, but as I said to Steve, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we seem to be doing quite well getting in touch with each other this way. Let me just take a look here. I know I talked to Steve. Where are we here? You know, I know I talked to Steve about or talked to people about our name and on the websites and things being Canadian Taiji Chuan Federation, and that's great. It really impresses people who are already you know, well versed in Tai Chi Chuan. But one of the problems we have with that is that people looking for Tai Chi, and we know that Tai Chi is just the philosophy, right? It's philosophical, right? You know, linked with Taoism, whatever. But Tai Chi Chuan is what we're doing here. And Chuan meaning fist, martial art. And so when people are looking for Tai Chi on the internet, the great unwashed that doesn't know Tai Chi Chuan as one word, or even Tai Chi Chuan, the great unwashed out there that are uneducated and unlearned are still looking for Tai Chi, the word Tai Chi. So I think that if we can, it's just a suggestion, if we can make some sort of update, whether it be on Facebook or whether it be on the web page, to kind of subtitle our official name. Our official name will never be changed. It's Canadian Taiji Chuan Federation. But if we can subtitle that underneath for people to see and put down TAI space CHI space CHUAN, I think we may get more hits from people that are looking for what they think is just Tai Chi.
Yes.
What do you guys think about it?
I think that could be subsumed in some way so that it's a clarification of spelling. We can't change the label, and I wouldn't want to go.
No. Like I said, that will officially remain our name unless we go and redo the Constitution, reapply and everything else.
Mm.
And I think when we set up the new website, we can include that as one of the keywords that will be picked up by people doing searches.
Yeah.
You might,
Yeah, but putting it on the main page,
yeah,
I know because I've done this for my own business. Putting it on the main page under, right under the title, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, in smaller letters. I don't know if you have to use brackets or not. I don't think so. But putting it under in the, it's like a block, okay? There's this box that you use when you're setting up a website. There's a box there that contains that and leads you to the link itself, right? And in that box, if you keep the same words, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, and then underneath in smaller letters in the same box, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, you know, it will almost work as a self keyword itself because it's on the page. It's on the page.
Mhm.
So if you're using keywords and underneath you're putting Tai Chi, Tai Chi Chuan, Tai Chi Chuan, and you're putting that in your keyword section, then whatever is on your pages, wherever the pages are, where it says those words, it will help Google to lead people to that. All right.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. If you can somehow put it just underneath the main words, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, then smaller letters, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, then the word Tai Chi will be picked up, or the word Tai Chi Chuan will be picked up. Okay. And so that's just my suggestion on that. I really think that will make a big difference. I know it has with us, with our wedding business. When we've made changes like that, we've done similar things. And it has made a difference to people being led to our site.
Mhm.
I remember one day I changed a title like that, and we were changing from our old name to our new name. And I got like 6 hits that day for bookings. So
Nice.
yeah, it works. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what we want. We want to reach as many people as possible. And personally, I think the whole idea of focusing on fellowship, all right, I think that's really important. Focusing on the community, building a community of like interest. Okay, yes, we share information, but first and foremost, remember our shirt on the back talking about Tongren, which means fellowship of human beings. So I'd like to see a real emphasis on fellowship with the Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation.
right?
What say you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, you may want to distinguish between the Pinyin system, which we're using in our name, and the Wade Giles, which is what you're proposing, the Tai Chi Chuan.
So
I think an explanation on front page of explaining the different spelling systems might be bogging things down more than I want on a
Yeah.
front splash page. Yeah. So I will just include both spellings, like saying Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, a community of Tai Chi, spelled with a CHI practitioners, so something like that. So they instantly pop.
Yeah.
but that wouldn't be in the title block itself. Like in the title block itself, Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, small letters underneath Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, and then under that, probably a heading that says, what our main focus is. Take a look at the Constitution. What's our purpose? Well, get back to the purpose, simplify it into as few words as possible in one sentence.
Understood.
And
All right.
so let's get input from everybody on that.
Mhm.
Okay, but everybody should submit something. Let's submit something to Danny on that, and maybe our opinions on to quickly explain what we're about. And then I think we need to get back to the basics of that and hang on to the basics of that. What will make us different from other Tai Chi Chuan federations, institutes, whatever, is communities, is community. The focus on fellowship. We're here for each other. We're here to build each other up. Isn't Tai Chi great? You know, if you've never done Tai Chi, we can show you something wonderful, whatever. But I think that's got to be our focus, because for information sites, you take a look out there at other Tai Chi federations, man, there's some that are so knowledgeable and so wise and everything else. Ours has got to focus on community and real uplifting feeling. People should feel happy that they hooked into the Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation site and feel good about it. So I would like to keep everything as up and lighthearted and happy as possible. And that's my 2 cents worth.
Thank you.
We talked, Steve and I talked about the situation with the certification board, and certification board is a different thing. So I said, well, you know, do we need to include Jill Heath on everything? Because Jill's not even a board member. And then he reminded me, oh, you've got a committee on certifying, and Jill is on that. She's our key person. And so I said, yeah, okay, I accept that. So yes, she needs, when it comes to certification, she definitely needs to be included on everything in that. And so does, I think Carol's still on that, right, Steve?
It seems to me she is.
Yeah. So I'd like to get in touch with her and ask her if she'd like to stay on it. Same with Jill. Would you please do the honor of staying on that with us? I respect Jill. I respect her experience and her input. If she wants to step aside and form a new committee, a new certification committee, that's fine. We can do that too. Considering we have a new board, it's something to consider. So I will ask her, and I will ask Carol, and I think they're those two and myself make up the committee. Is that right, Steve?
That would be typical, yes.
Okay, I'm going to get in touch with them as my role as president and ask them, would you like to stay on this committee, or should we consider making a new one? The reason I ask that is because Carol's already wanting to step down from the other situation. So
A point you made in your email, Malcolm, was adding the requirement of a short video
yes,
any prospect for certification.
yeah, we go ahead.
Demonstrating Tai Chi Chuan or Qigong.
Yeah. We had a new member, not a new member, but a person apply for certification for level 2 teacher status. And she is so experienced, and she's such a humble person. I can't believe it, how nice and humble this person is. She gave us all her qualifications, and I was like, wow, my head was like exploding, you know. I thought, I come to your school, you know. And yet she was very, very humble. That's what I like to see in teachers, right? And teachers need to remember that they too are just Tai Chi players with more information than the other people have, and they want to share it. And that's what she's like. But I did ask her, I said, although it's not required at this point, I'd like to know if you would be good enough to make a little video clip and of yourself doing Tai Chi or Qi Kong, just a little short one, you know, and submit that to us. And she was more than willing, more than willing.
Good.
I think that's important. Moving ahead, I think that's really, really important. We had an incident a couple of years ago with a guy that was rather full of himself, let's say. But from what I had seen of him and things, and after talking to him for a while, I thought to myself, you know what? If I wanted to say, I've got the most excellent Tai Chi school there is, and I'm one of the most qualified, educated, experienced people you've ever met in Tai Chi Chuan, then I could put together a website and steal information off everybody else's who are real masters, put that on my website and use all the right words and everything, and never even have done a Tai Chi set.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think moving forward, I think it's a really good idea to have any applicants for certification send us a video clip of themselves. I mean, even if people don't have a availability on their own cell phone, it's hard to see that nobody would have any friends that have video recording capability. There's, you know, and so what do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I don't know if it can be added in right away, or if because it's a change in one of our current practices, we need to bring it up at the next AGM as well, or just circulate it to the membership and ask for feedback on it. Because it might be easy to change.
I think it should be easy to change. We've been voted in as the board of directors, and people have trusted us with that status. And it's the board of directors that make the decisions for these type of things. We're not changing anything on the Constitution. We're not saying in order to be a member of the Canadian Tai Chi Chuan Federation, you have to show us a video. All I'm suggesting is that we do this for certification of instructor certification status. And that can be decided by us. And then we inform the committee that we're what we're doing, discuss it with them, and then just bang, just add that right onto the qualifications.
All right.
It's different than a general membership thing. Has nothing to do with our Constitution or anything.
Mhm.
But when we're taking on the responsibility of certifying somebody as an instructor, level 1, 2, or 3, you know, we have to remember that status is now recognized by insurance companies. And if we certify somebody as an instructor and they turn out to be a complete fake and somebody gets injured, that insurance company, they're going to be after us. So I think basically covering our behinds, you know.
Well, 30 some years we're safe so far.
Yeah, that's what the last people said just before the boat sank.
Well,
Famous last words, yeah.
cross their I's or dot their T's, so we have to be careful.
I just think it's and plus, you know, ask for permission. Could we post this video on our blog? You know, here's a picture of our new instructor, level 2, doing her, you know, a short clip of her doing Tai Chi, you know. And again, something interesting to add to blogs and stuff. And so
That could be an interesting new section of the blog of just doing the meet the instructors of the CTF.
Yeah,
And we do have, yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, meet our instructors. So far, Steve and I have talked about that, and Wesley's just sitting back there scratching his butt and taking it all in. Bob's just yawning there. He's just ready to go back to sleep. So what do you guys say about this?
Oh, I agree.
Let's build it in.
How do you certify someone to be an instructor?
So, well, the qualifications are right there on our website, okay?
Okay.
Certain number of years that you've been doing your Tai Chi, a certain number of years you've been instructing. One is for level 1, I believe, is associate instructor that you've been for so many years. Is that right, Steve?
It starts out at level 1, associate.
Yeah. And level 2 is a little more experienced. And level 3, of course, is, you know, you got your own school and you got your own students and you've been doing it for so long. So anyway, I do think that adding the video, just a 30-second, anything from 30-second to a minute, let's say, that's enough to know. I'd say a minute. I'd say a minute is long enough to know by watching a person if they actually know what they're doing. What do you think, Steve? You're the
For
most
sure.
experienced here with me.
I would watch a little bit longer than a minute, but
Okay.
if everybody had that same idea, we checked it out, said, well,
Yeah, yeah. So let's decide on a time length and then let's add that
that's,
onto our website for the qualifications. And I think that's really, really important.
Mhm.
Bob, what do you think on this?
So how was it done in the past? Was it just on credentials or?
Yeah, just on credentials and referrals. And
Oh,
like I said, I think that can be very dangerous.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
You know.
for sure.
So previously, it was a bit of a standpoint of like Jill Heath and some other older members. They wanted to be sure they weren't vetting people based on their opinion of Tai Chi to allow more styles in.
mhm.
And then Malcolm has a different way of doing things. If he wants to be more sure of no insurance, problems will emerge.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
judging the styles. All right.
Mhm.
Even Feng Lok Choi or whatever it's called, that Taoist style, they've got their own style, and we have to realize that it's not like Yang style, it's not like Chen style. It's their own style, whether we like it or not. It is their own style, and we need to hang on, Wesley. We need to we're not judging the styles. This is the thing.
Mhm.
But a video clip of the person doing a set within their style, whether it be Chen, Yang, Wu, Sun, or even the Taoist Tai Chi, a video clip of them doing that style would show us whether they can flow with their style, whether they can do the moves fluidly and beautifully, or whether they look like they just looked at a book yesterday and decided they're doing Tai Chi. All right. And I think that's very important. Wesley, did you have something to say?
No, I agree with you, what you just said there, yeah.
So without that, and like what I want to emphasize it, we're not judging other style. I want to get away from that. It's not in our Constitution. We're not to be there to judge other styles and say, oh, this is real Tai Chi, this isn't. But I mean, it's obvious. If somebody's doing something that looks like they're doing yoga and walking across the floor, I'm not going to recognize that it's a Tai Chi style. But for somebody who's serious about it and wants to become a certified instructor, and if we didn't have the idea that insurance companies are accepting our certification as official, then we wouldn't have to worry about it as much. But the fact is, we're supposedly quite legit on our certification. And if all you're getting is referrals, but I must say that our at least our level 2 and 3 have to come from referrals within the CTF, right, Steve?
They do. It's
Yeah.
not a CTF.
Yeah.
Certified instructor to help with your references, but
Yeah. So that makes a difference too.
makes a difference. It's not the main thing, but
Yeah.
very helpful.
Any other discussions on that? What do you think,
Yeah,
Bob?
that sounds good. So you said this also applies to Qigong, not just Tai Chi?
Well, they can do send something in with a little bit of a Tai Chi set, or a little bit of them doing a Qi Kong, like maybe a little bit of 8 brocade or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever their particular style is, because some people may be more of Qi Kong instructor than Tai Chi instructor. That may be their focus, and that's fine. That's okay. But let us know that.
Okay.
And I think that's really important. So.
I didn't realize these certification requirements were that lax, I guess you can call it, because I've been doing Tai Chi for 30 odd years, but never felt good enough to be an instructor outside of the Taoist Tai Chi Society. So, but I was an associate instructor to Judith McKay at Georgian College. So, although I've dropped doing Tai Chi lately because of the pandemic, maybe I could help out there. I don't know.
Well, You could
Well,
consider
all I
applying,
can do is apply, right?
Mhm.
and you've got enough experience and backing with Judith and anybody else you've worked with up there.
Yeah.
So we could probably run that through.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good.
So in that regard, then, is Judith still a CTF member? Do you know?
He hasn't been for a while.
Because I didn't know if she was put it in as a lifetime member or not.
She is, you're a teacher, and that's the thing.
yeah, that's an important issue. And the fact that Judith was a member, an active member of CTF. I mean,
Yeah.
we can recognize that. If somebody is no longer an active member of CTF, but they had been, a member for so many years, recognized by the rest of the people on the CTF and things like that. It's all about, recognition, right? I mean, to have 10 references by all these great so-called teachers that no one knows doesn't do us any good. So that's why we have the backup of somebody from the CTF itself giving you a referral.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I guess Judith is well known, so we could accept that, right, Steve?
I would accept it.
That makes sense, okay?
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, are you looking at becoming a certified instructor? Is that what you want, Bob?
Yeah, like I said, I've been intimidated by the classification of it, so I haven't bothered to even apply. So maybe I'll try that.
No,
I'll
don't
get back with.
don't be intimidated. If you've been doing Tai Chi for 30 years, you must have something you can share with someone.
Well, same goes for articles for Tongren, so we'll see.
Any other matters that need to be discussed today?
Any other new business or anything to tie up?
Anybody?
All right.
Hey, we're at 156 now. What were we saying? Somebody spoke.
Yeah, actually, I have one more question of you, Malcolm. My last conversation with Carol said that your wife, Alana, is the official editor for the Tongren.
Yeah.
So that's a paid position, right? Is she still doing that?
Yeah, she's still willing to do that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And it's a good idea. She's got a university education in editing. Okay, so she's an actual well-certified person to do that, editor,
Okay.
and to make sure our articles are, correct spelling, correct sentence flow, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. It's the difference between Mickey Mouse and, I don't know, a learned, educated person.
So is she a copy editor then, or proofreader? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's willing to carry on with that.
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Is that it then?
That's it.
Any new business? Anything else? Any
No.
questions?
Next meeting is September 26th, Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Okay, everybody good with that?
Yes.
No meeting in August. Okay.
Yeah, no meeting in August. We're taking a month off.
But if something arose,
We're going fishing.
Mhm.
if something happened that you felt needed to be discussed, send out an email
Yeah,
to the board. We can meet even on email or call up a Zoom meeting at some point to review it. But it is the end of summer. People
Yep.
away.
and it is now 1:58 and I'm going swimming. So who wants to make a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to
I'll move
adjourn.
to adjourn.
Bob made it
Okay.
first. Dan was second. So we'll take him as backing it up. All right. And that's it, gentlemen. And I'm sorry that we don't have our lady with us today. Denise, hopefully she'll be with us on the next meeting. But anyway, guys, thanks for being a part of this meeting today. Lots of good input. I appreciate everybody, and God bless you. Have a good day. Stay safe, Steve. I hope you recover from your cold quick.
Yeah.
Make sure you drink. Are you diabetic?
I am, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. We'll take some vitamin C caps.
I take vitamin C regularly.
Cram it. All right. As you're going through this cold virus, cram it. And if you got some D3, cram it. Okay. Anyway, have a great day, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
Malcolm
you.
and Steve.
Enjoy your swim.
Next month. Bye-bye.
Take care. Take care.
Bye-bye.